Well, spring is just around the corner and the day of the Equinox is March 20th. So the best way to celebrate that day is by driving one.
On sale since July 2009, the Chevrolet Equinox has been one of the strongest and best-selling vehicles in the compact SUV-CUV market. Key competitors are the Toyota RAV4, Ford Escape, and Honda CR-V. So let's figure out if this Chevrolet is as balanced as its name suggests. Built in Canada, the Equinox tries to be the real-life implementation of what our true needs in a vehicle are, rather than being a fancy schmancy road warrior. It's sensibly priced, available in 3 trim levels. All 3 can be selected in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. Prices start at a bit below 27 grand and will go all the way up to a bit below 38 grand, which make the Equinox rather affordable. It looks great with nicely curved headlamps, sporty looking bumpers, adequate ground clearance, and tinted rear windows. The chrome package makes it look a bit pimp as it adds that extra bling to it. The LTZ trim comes with extra awesome 18-inch rims, MyLink entertainment system, neat tricks like mirrors with lane departure control and rear view camera, amazing leather seats, all-around airbags, ABS, ESP, hill hold, and intelligent all-wheel drive. The list of standard gear is too long for me to go through, and the selectable options are even more. Inside the surprisingly large cabin, 5 adults and their luggage will feel very comfortable, as the rear 60/40 folding seats are very accommodating, and the huge 889-liter cargo space right behind them is more than enough and amongst the largest in the class. The premium Pioneer dozen-speaker sound system is impressive, and it can add a very nice soundtrack to the cabin. Interior build quality is acceptable. The materials used are hard plastic, but the finish between them is good, and overall the Equinox feels durable. Rattles and squeaks are absent, and combined with the silent operation of the suspension, the overall interior quality feels better than what it is. Visibility towards all directions is good. The steering is adjustable for height and reach, and the driver's seat can be adjusted in every possible way as well, so feeling comfortable in the Equinox is kind of easy. On the road, the 182 brake horsepower 2.4 4-cylinder direct injection gasoline engine produces enough torque to keep the Equinox moving on a swift pace. The 172 pound-feet of torque, combined with the modern 6-speed automatic gearbox with electronic range select, make the Equinox feel agile and light despite its 1,781 kilos. And at the same time, fuel economy remains within reasonable figures, such as 11.1 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 7.5 on the highway, and that's regular unleaded. The 3.6-liter V6 option is a lot more powerful, punching out 301 brake horsepower and 272 pound-feet of torque, but feels a bit too powerful for the chassis, and fuel economy is much worse.
Now the steering is on the light side and feedback is not too great. But then again, this car is on winter tires, so that's not the best setup for me to judge the steering wheel. Now the brake pedal feels a bit spongy. It does stop the car. The brakes feel that they do have some bite to them. The pedal, I could live with a bit, one that felt a bit better. Now the all-around independent suspension does make the Equinox a very comfortable car to ride in. It's based on the previous generation's chassis, the Theta, but it's a stiffened version, which it really shows. it does feel rigid and solidly built. Now the Equinox's handling is definitely not on the sporty side, not at all. But it's comfortable and it's safe, and it warns you when it starts to understeer, and it warns you when it's gonna oversteer, which rarely happens, but it might. The four-wheel drive system, when it kicks in, if it detects that the front is slipping too much, it will send the torque to the back, and that transition, if you're like, you know, overdoing it, might suddenly seem that the car is suddenly oversteering, but not really.
It will turn in well and grip beyond expectations, but it's not happy when you get sporty with it. So overall, the Equinox is a very balanced vehicle. It really does pack everything we really need for a workhorse daily commuter, and the flexibility and purchase options will make it work for everybody.